I set myself something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, I remember now. So, hi. I'm doing a whole bunch of. Recognize these clothes? That's because I'm recording these in batches. And I recently went to, oh yeah, San Diego and stopped at a few record stores and picked up a few things. Found a new record store down in San Diego. I was not familiar with it, called Cow Records, in one of the beaches southwest of the downtown area. Ocean Beach. I think it's an Ocean Beach. And anyway, found a few things. McCartney's first solo album called McCartney. And it's your standard McCartney album. But it's not the Apple pressing. It's the Black Capitol label. And what was nice about it was I'm always looking at that. If you know the legend of Wally and the Capitol pressings from Wally, I've never seen a Wally McCartney album before, but in the Dead Wax, I see that scribble, that W-L-L-Y. Sometimes you can see the A, and sometimes I just see W-L-L-Y. This is a W-L-L-Y scratching. So unless that's not a Wally and that's something else. And normally they're with the associated with the purple label Capitol issues. So I'm curious to hear the quality of this and see if it sounds any better than, say, the standard original Apple release. I'm not going to go into the story of Wally. Look up Wally, Capitol, Beatles, and maybe someone will have a story about it. I think there is something online about who that engineer was, who that mastering engineer was. But that'll answer your question. Got my first Henry Cow. About time. Yeah. So, I think a lot of people know about this. And the rest of the backside. All those lyrics. All that information. Yes. Peter Blegvad. And very cool Virgin Records label on that side, and then just want to make sure I get it right side up. The Henry Cow label on that side. UK pressing, which is great. Love seeing the UK inner sleeves. Fantastic. Not familiar with this record. Other than I know some of the participants in it. Peter Blegvad, Anthony Moore. And I know the peripheral story around Henry Cow and Slap Happy and that whole part of the musical tree that goes in that kind of direction like that. And every time I see a Henry Cow LP, let alone a UK pressing, it goes for a good chunk of change. This is in great shape and reasonably priced. So I grabbed it, looking forward to diving into this world of music, which I've been hearing a lot about, seeing a lot of people talk about, but haven't really done it to myself to jump in there. Because I know they have several other albums. I love that there's like 3 or 4 albums that have a knitted sock on them. Or the looks of a knitted sock. That's great. So what was this? Did I also get this there? Doesn't say on the receipt. I'm going to pretend I got this there as well. I'm not sure if I got this at Cow or not. I don't think I did. I can't remember where I got it, but it's an XTC 12-inch promo from the Skylarking album. I think it was, no, King for a Day, Toys, Desert Island. King for a Day Czar mix, King for a Day I Dubbed Thee Sir mix, King for a Day came off of the Nunsuch album. Or was it? I'm a big XTC fan, and I'm failing here. It was either on the Nunsuch album or the Oranges and Lemons. King for a Day. I think it was a Nunsuch. Shouldn't it say? It's a promo. It should say, find this on the Nunsuch album. No, it's Oranges and Lemon. Okay. I think I got the Nunsuch album and the title King for a Day mixed up because it's King for a Day and the Nunsuch has a castle on it. But then, yeah, so Oranges and Lemons, it's right there. Nice promotional. I don't think I've ever seen a promotional 12-inch for this particular song, so nice. US Geffen. But then they have 3 versions of King for a Day, and then they put Toys and Desert Island on there, which is interesting because that has nothing to do with Oranges and Lemons. Those came from English Settlement, I believe. In particular, Love on a Farm Boy's Wages, 45. It's a double EP is what it was. I think that's where those songs came from, but they were eventually released on the CD of that particular album. They included it. So, always happy to have another XTC piece in my collection. Gosh, I gotta open up 2 of these to make this work. Bear with me as we go into how much time we got. 7 minutes. Try to keep these around 10 minutes. Can I do it? I just might be showing stuff real fast. I think I will be. So I'm at another record store in San Diego. I believe it was Record City. I'm not 100% sure. But I believe it was Record City. And oh, that was something else. All kinds of, yeah. And 3 things. One, I got an item from Record Store Day that I had missed. And I was not going to pay the amount of money they were asking for it on eBay. So I was very happy when I just thumbing through the Bowie section. One of these, and it was priced the normal price, $24. So they didn't gouge me on the rarity of it, on the collectability of it, and it's because they got these later than they got the rest of their RSD issues. So they got all the other RSD stuff in time for RSD, and then this came in afterwards, and they just decided to put a couple out. I think they had one on the wall, and then they had one. No, they didn't have one on the wall. They just kept. They put one in the Bowie bin so people could find them just naturally in the Bowie bin and kind of be surprised. That's what happened. I was very happy to find that, picked it up. And when I did, he was going through, they had an accident in the back room over a weekend, and a whole bunch of nice records that had been purchased were going to go out for sale. Had been damaged, so he was cleaning them up the best they could, and I got a couple of Porcupine Tree albums. The covers are damaged, the vinyl is in fine shape, probably need to give it another cleaning, although he was giving it a good cleaning there at the time. So picked up some hard to find Porcupine Tree and Voyage 34. I'm not as versed as in Porcupine Tree album titles as I should be. And what's nice is these are the deluxe versions. Gatefold. This one's not bad at all. It didn't get too damaged, but I got it for a ridiculous price because they were damaged and he wasn't going to sell. And this inner sleeve feels like it might be damaged a little bit. But it's the colored vinyl pressing. And nice specialty labels there. I see people show these occasionally. They're in their collections, and I kind of missed the boat on these when they were first released. I was able to pick up a couple. There was one, I got these, like I said, for a ridiculous amount of money just because they were damaged, water damaged. But again, the vinyl, great shape. And there was one that, I think it's called Anesthesia. I'm not sure. It has the syringe, blue cover, syringe, background kind of faded out. And I could have gotten that for free, but that's because it basically looked like this. And when you tried to open, nothing would open. You could not open and get the vinyl out because it had just all adhered to itself. Immediately I'm thinking, just soak it in water for a while, help it loosen itself up. And I thought, I really don't want to deal with it. And then I heard one of the other workers at in the record shop was curious about Porcupine Tree and what they sounded like, and I sort of left that behind. And he grabbed it and he picked it up and said, "I think I'll give this a try." I said, "Yeah," because he was curious about their sound, so he's going to give them a listen. Here's another one. I can never remember this one. On the Sunday of Life. So again, it's the Gatefold 2LP and it's colored vinyl. This one, the damage is a little more visible. You can see a crease there, but there's definitely water damage, but not too much, not too bad. Nice, again, inner sleeves and colored vinyl, specialty labels. So this was nice. Probably give it a listen. Might have to give it another cleaning. Can't hurt. Now I kind of wish I'd picked up that one that was all stuck together just as a little project, but I got enough little projects as it is. I got 2 Porcupine Tree albums that would cost me a fortune to buy otherwise at a very good price. Unfortunately, it came to the expensive. Oh, I think they had insurance, but still, you hate to see that. To go with another XTC that I just showed, an Epic promo, ball and chain. This one is from English Settlement. White inner sleeve. Nice thing about the Epic, interesting thing about the Epic, not nice, is that, well, in the UK it was a double album, English Settlement. But Epic released RSO, I think it was RSO that released a 1-disc version of that album. So here's Ball and Chain as a promo, and then Senses Working Overtime as a promo. I'm sure this is the one that they were really pushing, but I don't think I've ever seen a promo, a 12-inch promo of these singles, so I'm looking forward to that. White label promo. And I think there was a 2 LP US pressing, probably on Epic. Probably on Epic, since they put out a promo here. But I know that I've got a 1-disc version of that album. And it's on RSO, I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of strange to listen to an edited version of a double album, but it is what it is. XTC, Porcupine Tree, Bowie, San Diego, all kinds of good stuff. Henry Cow, from Cow Records. McCartney, Cow Records. Record City, I believe, is where I went to in San Diego and got the Porcupine Tree. If not, I will make it up to you, but Record City, I believe, is another good place in San Diego to go. If I got that mixed up, I will admit my mistake in another video. But I'm pretty sure it was Record City. Anyway, that was fun. Hope everybody's well and you're enjoying your summer. I will not be wearing the same clothes the next time I make a video, because I will not be making another video until I have more records in hand, and I think I got some things coming in the mail, so I'll show those off as soon as I get them. Take care. See you later, folks.